On a warm, windy day in Strawberry Canyon, the Bears seek to remain undefeated in Pac-10 play as they host the Washington Huskies. Hi, everybody. I'm Todd McKim, and welcome to another edition of the Cal Sports Report. Well, last week in the Palouse, the California offense, which had scored 40 or more points in 5 consecutive games, saw that streak come to an end as they only scored 21 points against Washington State. It was the defense that shined in that contest, keeping the Cougars out of the end zone for the first time since the 2000 season. 21-3 was the final score. Here's today, they face a Washington team that we really don't know a lot of things about, in that they have a change at quarterback. Isaiah Stanback injured last week in the loss to Oregon State. Carl Bonella Jr. will take his place behind center today. The Huskies have 4 wins already this season. They've only had 3 wins in the last 2 years combined, so it's an improved team, but without their quarterback, who knows what to expect today. A strange series between the Bears and the Huskies. Washington had won 19 straight, but the Bears have won the last 4. They'd like to make it 5 in a row today. So it's the Bears against the Huskies on the Cal Sports Report. Let's go to the first half highlights, brought to you by Krogan's in Montclair.
The Bears would go 3 and out on their opening possession of the game. The Huskies then capped an 8-play, 44-yard opening drive with a field goal to give Washington the early 3-0 lead. Throughout most of the first quarter, the Bear offense was unable to sustain a drive, but the Cal defense continued to contain the Huskies, leading into the second quarter of the contest.
2 receivers out to the right side. Widest is Marcel Reese, and it's a throw to the end zone. Reese is out there, and Damian Hughes has an interception. Bears pick it off.
He tried to run a little double move on me. I didn't really bite on the first one, and I seen the ball in the air, so I just tried to go get it and secure the catch because I knew it was going to be windy, and the ball came out a little wobbly, and I just caught it over my shoulder and fell in the end zone.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line for California. And a draw play goes to Lynch. Lynch breaks to the outside, turns the corner, gets up the right sideline to the 40. He's to the 45 and run out of bounds at midfield. And the Bears starting to come to life after a big run by Marshawn. 3rd and 5 at the 45. Let's see what they can do here. Shotgun for Nate. Fullback in the backfield to protect him. Takes the snap, looks down the field, throws to the right sideline, threw it high. And even though it's caught, it may be short. Then he dropped it. Over center for the quarterback. Rankin and a fullback in there. They give it to Rankin again. Rankin goes into the line. The Bears say, thank you so much. We like it. We stop you at the 9-yard line. You're not going anywhere here. Desmond Bishop. Bears stunting around. Back to throws. Bunnell goes deep middle. He's got a receiver. And it's intercepted. Taken right out of his hands by Warrell Williams. He took it exactly right out of the hands of the man trying to catch the ball, Johnny Curtin. That was one of the neat interceptions of the year. And a pass to the right sideline. Jackson gets it, gets a block from his teammate receiver on the play, Lavelle Hawkins. It springs him for a few extra yards. 2 receivers out to the left in an I formation. And it's a pitch around the right side to Hawkins. Hawkins comes up the right side of the 50 to the 45, stays in bounds, and all the way down to the 37-yard line before he's chased out. 2 receivers out to the left side. Nobody on the right side. Lynch is the running back. They pitch it to Marshawn. He goes over the short side of the field and gets maybe 5 yards to the 31 or 32-yard line. So we'll see if Schneider can tie it up with a 50-yarder here. He's perfect on the season, but he hasn't tried one this long before. I don't know if it's going to get there. It's going to be close. No dice. No, it was barely floating as it landed to the right.
Washington capitalized on Cal's missed opportunity to get on the scoreboard as Carl Bunnell hit Anthony Russo on a slant pass for a 49-yard touchdown, giving Washington a 10-0 lead just under a minute to go in the half.
Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. Nate Longshore goes into the shotgun. 2 receivers out to the left and 1 to the right side. Defensive backs are backing off as they should at this stage of the half. Longshore's going to throw, goes to the right sideline, has a man, it is Jackson, and he's down to the 31-yard line. Clock is running already. Nate back to throw, looks downfield, throws to the left sideline, getting out of bounds is Jordan. Longshore in the shotgun, receivers on both sides. Nate takes the snap, looks downfield, throws, and it is caught inside the 5, down to the 4. Hawkins takes a timeout, and the clock stops with 5 seconds to go. Schneider ready to go. Ayuk the holder, kick is up. It is good. So California gets on the board with 2 seconds remaining on the 21-yard field goal.
Tom Schneider's 21-yard field goal pulled the Bears to within a touchdown heading into the locker room. When we return, we'll have the second half action from the thriller in Strawberry Canyon as the Cal Sports Report continues.
Welcome back to the Cal Sports Report and the halftime report as the Bears are trailing the Washington Huskies 10-3. Bit of a surprise to say the least. The Bears have won 4 straight in this series. Statistic-wise, Washington has controlled the game, and they've done it in a number of fashions. One, total yards, they have 201. The Bears have 160. Meanwhile, the Bears have really struggled on third down, only 1 of 7 on third down. As a result, the Huskies have a big advantage in time of possession, 18 minutes to 12 minutes for the Bears. It's the 4th time this year that the Bears have not been able to score a touchdown in a half. Of course, in all the other games, they racked up big points in the other half of play. We'll see if that happens in this one as well. 10-3, Washington at the half. Second half highlights brought to you by Krogan's in Montclair.
The Bears forced Washington to punt in their first possession of the second half, giving Longshore and the Cal offense its first opportunity of the half to cut into the Huskies' 10-3 lead.
Nate with a handoff to Marchand. He breaks out over right tackle. He cuts up the middle of the field, and he's caught from behind as he gets down to the 46-yard line. Thought for a second he might get it all. Jordan is the slot man, and the third receiver out to the right, Marshawn Lynch. Nate wants to throw, and he goes for Marchand. He's behind the defenders. He's got it, runs over people, and bumps them down to the 20-yard line. He collided hard on that play with Mesfin Forrester. 10-3 score. Bears line it up on the right hash mark. 2 receivers out to the left. Marshawn Lynch takes the pitch. I think he's going to pass. And instead, nobody open, so he's going to run instead. And now he's got blocking. He gets another block. He comes all the way back to the left side of the field. He's down to the 5. He cuts in. He cuts in again. He gets to the goal line. They stop him at the 1. What a run by Marshawn Lynch, who started out throwing a pass from the right sideline and changing his mind about it, and ends up outside the 1-yard line on the left side of the field, about 10 yards from the sideline. What an amazing run. Handoff to Forsett. He walks in. Touchdown Bears. What a gap in the middle of the line. How about Alex Mack Robertson and also Mullally? They just created a cavern there for him to go through. 1-yard run. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. Quarterback Carl Bonnell puts a man in motion, but it's a running play, and Mebane says hello in a hurry to the running back, Lewis Rankin. He only got back to the line of scrimmage. Shackelford comes toward the line of scrimmage. They say with a running, no, they're going to use the flea flicker. Back to throw is Bonnell. Down the middle of the field. Receiver is out there, and it is caught. A flea flicker pass works downfield to Shackelford. 3rd down and 10 in questionable field goal distance. He's got time to throw. Goes downfield. It is picked. Bears have another interception. Bringing it back up to the left side, and falling down with the ball is a terrific play by Robert Peel as he steps in front of a pass, moves back upfield across the 20 to the 21.
Opportunity, I tried to make some of it.